What's up guys, Thomas Richard here today, and today's video is episode 28 of the Road Subtracks, and I can't believe we are under 4 weeks until Subtracks now. Under 4 weeks to go, 27 days today, and we've got Subtracks in under 4 weeks now, guys, and I can't believe it. And also under a month as well to Subtracks as well. It is going to be such an emotional listening to the album. And under 4 weeks on the 5th of May. And yeah, let's get straight with the video. Let's go. So as all the previous couple of weeks, I'm just going to recap everything from this week. And firstly, Ed was on Jonathan Ross last Saturday, and they was talking about Subtracks a little bit. That Ed talks about a bit of Eyes Closed and No Strings as well. And also Jonathan Ross was holding the vinyl with the track listing as well. Like, that is crazy. Yes, you know, literally see the back of the vinyl, like from Boat to the Hills of Aberfeldy as well, which I love so much. Yeah, with the vinyl and everything, and yeah, I love it so much. And then, you know, with Ed's new series, Subtract Sundays, Ed played Boat, a little bit of Boat, and I'll play you guys a little clip of Ed playing and talking about Boat now.
So Boat is basically a song about resilience, I guess. It's feeling at your lowest and wondering if you can get through it, basically. I wrote this song and finished it by the English seaside, which is, I think, very beautiful, but it is quite a bleak and cold place in winter. And I was looking out at the sea and these sort of crashing waves coming down, and I sort of felt like that was a good metaphor of what was happening at the time with me, and yeah, that's where the line, "The waves won't break my boat," came from. But the waves won't break my boat.
Yes, guys, so tomorrow Ed will talk about Saltwater and play a little bit of Saltwater on tomorrow's Subtract Sundays, and yeah, you know, which is going to be amazing. I love that it's going to be every Sunday up until Subtracks. That Ed's going to talk about and play a little bit of the songs of Subtracks. First week was Eyes Closed, last week was Boat, this week was Saltwater. Maybe Ed's going to do them all in a row, but I think it's going to be a few songs. I don't think that's going to do all the songs for Subtracks on this, because we're literally 4 weeks away. Well, under 4 weeks away from Subtracks now. Subtracks. Yes, Subtracks. Yes. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty emotional album. And then also, last Sunday again? Was it last Sunday when I played in France? In Paris, Bercy? Yes. Ed played Boat in full with the first phone free, the first phone you can record it, and that performance of Boat without, well, it was pretty much the third time we've had playing Boat. The other two times was like no phones allowed. Last year at the church show, and then a couple of weeks ago at the Evertime Apollo show as well. But this was the first proper public, you allowed your phone out and after film, he was allowed to film it, and public performance of Boat Ed played in France. I personally haven't listened to it yet because I don't want to spoil myself, because I want to listen to, you know, Subtracks in its entirety, and maybe Boat could come out with the official studio version of Boat could come out before Subtracks or not. I'm not too sure, but we are going to get, most likely going to get all the music videos on the same day with Subtracks on the 5th of May. I'm not too sure, guys, but yeah, you know. Yeah, Ed played Boat in Paris, Bercy, Paris. The first public phone film allowed performance of Boat last week, sorry, in Paris. Subtracks, a Japanese edition with F64. Ed put a story up. I think it was Tuesday, literally with F64. Let's jump on Subtracks as well, but that's just the Subtract Japanese edition. I always love Ed's Japanese editions of of albums. Like plus there was the A-Team Acoustic with the alternative cover of Plus as well, and then with Equals, which had Afterglow on it, and now with Subtract with F64 on it. I love F64 so much, you know, which released back in January, guys. That is crazy, isn't it? Like 3 months ago almost, we got that song. Yeah. And then Ed posted a vlog, a little vlog saying he started Subtract's promo. Played a little bit of Saltwater, I believe. Yeah, you know, I'll play you guys a bit of that vlog now of everything.
Right, so first week of Subtract promo. Arriving at rehearsals for the Subtract show. Kev has got a tingly Ted hat.
Are we allowed to advertise this?
Yeah. Let's do Life Goes On then. Day 2 of work. I'm in an old shipyard and I'm about to go and sing.
And action!
First time I've seen my vinyl. And this album was basically created to be on vinyl. Look at that. That's so cool, man. I've never seen it. Back at the venue, shoot a Subtract Sundays.
Yeah, I cannot wait for tomorrow. Subtract Sundays, where Ed's gonna talk about and play a bit of Saltwater. You know, this album is gonna be so emotional, and it's just crazy of how we are so close to Ed's final mathematical album, Subtract. And you know, we've all grown up with Ed's mathematical albums, and you know, with me, I started. Well, the first time I listened to Ed was in 2011, September 2011. The science teacher put on the A-Team music video, and then a month later, I think it was actually called a mathematics lesson. This teacher put on Lego House music video. I thought it was Ron Weasley first, but of course, Ed Sheeran. Like, wow. I didn't become a fan straight away, but then in 2015, I listened to Multiply, the normal edition Multiply from 1 to A Fire Love. That's what pretty much made me into a Sheeran, a fan by Multiply. Pretty much, and yeah, you know, of course I listen to Ed's songs on the radio, like Thinking Out Loud, Photograph, and other singles from Plus, but yeah, you know, I think we've all grown up with the mathematical era, the mathematics era, and everything, like Plus, Multiply, Divide, Equal, Subtracts. It's crazy how the mathematical era is coming to an end, and of course Ed's gonna still play the mathematics tour. But album-wise, it's like, wow, Subtract is coming in less than 4 weeks now. It's like, it's truly an end of an era, pretty much, yeah. With mathematical album releases and that, and crazy, yes. And also, guys, Ed posted a acoustic guitar solo version of Eyes Closed exclusively on Facebook, and also Eyes Closed is number 3 on the official UK chart, sadly. And yeah, as it was number 1 last week, and now it's to number 3. And yeah, you know. So on Wednesday, the US store posted a Subtract Zine magazine version of Subtract, and it has some lyrics in this magazine, like exclusive magazine, like on this limited edition zine features 20 pages of never before seen photos of Ed Sheeran and includes a CD of Subtract with 14 tracks. So, spoiler warning with these lyrics, guys. So, are you alright? Maybe. Don't ask. Because you know, I never like to talk about that. Keep it inside. Yeah, you say I always hold back. And I always wear long sleeves. Is it in your childhood? Something happened in your past? What the sadness? Yeah, I promise that it won't last. Look, that sounds like one song. And if I could, I would try to take it all back. But there's still, it's quite blurry a little bit, but there's still, that's not underneath. And it's when you say to me, can you pull the curtains, let me see the sunshine. So that sounds like curtains right there. I'm feeling alright, it'll leave no trace. And it's quite blurry as well there. So, some lyrics of curtains there, which I can't wait for on the photo. It looks like it's from the church show back last year, the Phono show, the mental health charity show last year. and it looks like it could be the potential photo of boat and sitting on a boat or something. I'm not too sure, guys, what music video that could be from. And yeah, you know, magazine there, and yeah, I cannot wait for this album. You know, like I wonder if any of you guys have heard Boat yet. I know there's a couple of live people who have taken up the Frank Paris show last week. I haven't listened yet. I can wait. I think I can wait another 4 weeks until listening in full. If Boat comes out, the album, of course. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. In less than 4 weeks now, the mathematical albums are coming to an end, like an end of an era. In 2011, Ed released Plus. 12 years later, I think it's 12 years. Yeah, mathematics. 12 years. 12 years later, 2023. All Angel Subtracts, the mathematical albums. Of course, has got another 5 main album plan. Play, fast forward, rewind, pause, stop. But yeah, you know, Ed's not going to stop anytime soon. Like, if you watched my Rolling Stone interview or the J Balvin Projects video, there's still going to be music released, like, in the upcoming future, like with more collabs as well, like Quang Face, Justin Bieber, Benny Blanco, Devlin, the entire J Balvin Projects, just to name a few as well. Like, yeah, which I cannot wait for. All the new music, and that David Guetta, I believe, as well. J Balvin Projects, another album with Aaron, and then another album with Aaron Dessner, and then the original version of Subtracks. That's gonna come out one day as well. The original lo-fi acoustic version of Subtracks that Ed's been stockpiling for years. Italia's on there as well, and yeah. But then early 2022, Ed scrapped that version of Subtracks, and the Subtracks that we know now is coming in just less than 4 weeks, which Ed just wrote songs with Aaron Dessner, and that's the Subtracks we're getting. A little theory with the original Subtracks, it could potentially become Rewind, as Ed has stockpiled all them songs, or it could be a side project, or you know, who knows what it could be. Like, but I cannot wait to hear this Subtracks and the old Subtracks. That, you know, the old Subtracks was mostly lo-fi acoustic, but I do think some songs on this Subtracks still has elements of that lo-fi acoustic, like Boats. Like, if you didn't hear the snippet from Subtract Sundays last week, it's like, I love it so much, and so emotional, the lyrics and everything. And yeah, I do think the second Aaron Dessner album is, of course, this Subtracks with Aaron is going to be so emotional and everything. I do think the other Aaron album is going to be a bit more uplifting, like a song called Magical, I think, England, just to name 2 songs off. Right, do we still have that video notes? Yes, I'll put everything in notes of the road Subtracks and some videos, so I know what I'm talking about sometimes. I remember I didn't do these and everything. Here we go. Magical, Salisbury Hill, England, second album with Aaron Dessner. Which, yeah, exactly. It says Sheeran acts 3 songs off Subtract with Dessner, which felt too joyous, and start with something else. I went on to write an entirely separate second album with Dessner. Head has goals for the record. He says he just wants to put it out. So, like, more uplifting work. Like, imagine, like, because of course, all this bad stuff happening in early 2022, and then Ed releases that second album with Aaron, with like more uplifting and everything. And yeah, and also the Disney Plus documentary is coming out on the 3rd of May as well, which I cannot wait for that. Oh yeah, and also coming out soon as well after Subtracks, I think, The Beautiful Game for Ted Lasso as well. That should be good. The Beautiful Game song, for Ted Lasso, which is going to be exciting. Yeah, that's about it this video, guys. With the Road Subtracts episode 28. Yeah, there's not going to be many more Road Subtract videos. Like, I do have a last Road Subtracts video sometime in May. I think either the 6th or the 13th of May is going to be the last Road Subtracts episode. So around a month more Road Subtracts videos and Subtracts will be out. That's crazy to think about, guys. And yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video of the Road Subtracts episode 28, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.